Hey everyone, welcome back to my latest trapping video. Today I'll be showcasing some clips from the Faceless Void and I Am Melky. If you guys want to see your clips on my video, it is very simple. All you gotta do is add me online or in the Discord. Again, my Discord is also in the description down below. We do have a Discord group, so come join us in the Discord group. Also, if you want to add me online, my line ID is also in the description down below. It's Predatorxvx. If you are going to send me a clip, make sure you tell me you want me to actually put it in a video. Don't just send me the clip. Say something like, hey, I want you to showcase this clip in your video, and then send me a YouTube link. I will download it off YouTube. Make sure it's not made for kids because I cannot download clips that are made for kids. So that's pretty much it. Pretty simple. Just add me online, send me a YouTube link, tell me you want it to be showcased in my video, and I'll hopefully get it into one of my videos. So let's start this first clip. So the first clip is going to be from Faceless Void. He is actually trapping on a billion might account. So nowadays it's very easy to get rallied, so might does not matter too much because a lot of these guys, if you're like 1.1 billion might, all you got to do is not run an anti. As long as you don't have like 70 million troops, a lot of times people will come and try and rally you. So that's what's going on right here. Our trap today is 1.1 billion might. Gonna be doing some rally trapping, some basically non-anti-rally trapping is kind of what you call it. You basically give them your comp, sit in monster hunting gear or your favorite other gear, and wait for the rally that comes. The rally's coming in right now, so he's just going to be waiting. He's going to throw on his god level stuff. Again, a lot of times you kind of know what's coming already because since you're not running an anti, they can easily test your front line because they can just scout you after they attack you and see what ends up in your infirmaries, and that's all you got to do. I do that on my trap a lot of times as well. I'll let them basically test my front line and then switch basically to the opposite of what they test and just switch to my war gear, and a lot of times I'll just port away. I won't even let the rally walk. I'll basically port right away and maybe even catch them out of gear. So that's a really good way to do it. So that's kind of what's going on in these couple clips here. Faceless Void is basically just doing the non-anti-trapping, so he's not running an anti. They get his comp, they go in for the rally, he knows what they're sending, and then he just basically throws on his war gear and switches his Phalanx to the thing that is basically the opposite of what they tested. So let's say you are sitting in infantry, they're probably going to send a cav rally at you, and then once the rally, or just before the rally goes, you just switch the range, and you know the cav rally is coming in, you throw on your war gear, you port away, or just let the rally hit you. But I like porting away because it basically confirms that they will not be canceling, because I have had them cancel before if I do that, so porting away does stop them from doing that. So I've done that a couple times. Even with my my one-hand trapping I gotta do nowadays, it's still super easy to do that. Again, if they know you are trapping, they will actually send the opposite of that. So they'll test you in what's called infantry. They know you're going to switch the range. Sometimes they'll send infantry just to mess you up. So keep in mind, if they know you're trapping, it might not work out. So there is going to be a second rally coming in here from Crippo. Sorry if I said that wrong. If you're watching this video, it looks like D2H Crippo FFM. So it looks like they're going to be going in. Again, they have tested his front line. He kind of did the exact same thing here. They're going to be sending infantry. I think he was showing he was sitting in range, and he's just going to switch to cav here pretty soon. I'm not sure if he has switched the cav yet. It's walking really, really slowly here. Actually, must have already switched the cav at this point because he's just throwing on his war gear here. He was in cav wedge, but he's just going to switch the cav foul. Put his war gear on. He's going to switch back as soon as the rally hits. Again, there was no carpets or anything like that, so this was a pretty easy rally to take. I didn't drop too much might either. So great take again from our trap here right now. Let's take a look at the report from the first rally. It was a 1.6 million EXP drops, so lots of tier 5. Actually, both rallies had quite a bit of tier 5 in them. Let's take a look and see what actually happened here. It looks like about a million tier 5 in this rally. Was about 488,000 damage to the front line. It looks like the pack 5 familiar is hit for about 718k, so almost double what the actual rally did. Again, that's what the problem with the pack 5 familiars are. I guess it's not a problem anymore, but I always find it weird that the familiars are doing more damage than the actual attack is doing. And here's the infantry attack. It looks like it did 352k to the front line and 658k with the Pack 5 familiars. 1.1 million tier 5 in that one, so there's a lot of tier 5 in that rally. So wow, crazy amount of tier 5. But great takes. Again, I will have his YouTube channel in the link down below, so go check out the link if you want to see some of his content. He sent me this video, and then our next person will be up in a couple seconds. This will be I Am Melky. I'm not sure if he has a YouTube channel, so we will take a look at that. Where is it? 1 second. So just subscribe to the channel is what he's saying. So you can subscribe to my channel, because I know about half of you guys right now are not subscribed to my channel. So if you guys just want to hit the subscribe button, get all my content, that would be awesome. So our second trap here is going to be a little bit different. They're not doing the no anti-baiting. What they're doing is a doppelganger bait or a name change bait. So basically what they do is they have an account in that position with the same name as another account they have. They get someone to scout their basically fake account that doesn't have any troops. So you're probably wondering why these guys are soloing this 573 Milmite guys, or 573 Milmite guy with their leader. The reason, like I said, it's a doppelganger bait. So they'll have a alt account that doesn't really have very many troops and not running anti. They'll have someone scout that account, and then they'll port out of that spot and have one of their bigger accounts that has a lot of troops, or at least this guy who's got 12 million troops going to port into that account, or not into that account, into that spot, and then they'll try and solo the account with all the troops. So the rally is also coming in right now. It is a rescue rally. Taking a look, oh, that's really good gear on the rescue rally guy there. Looks like he's well over 900%. I believe he says he's 950 at the end of this video, so 950% attack, so that's a pretty good attack there. So even with with 12 mil troops, it was enough to cap the rally though, which is really good, because 950 blast is no joke. I'm not sure if there's any siege in the rally actually. Did anyone see there? Just let me know in the comments down below, was there any siege in that rally, because I don't think there was. But really good take there by our trap here. And like I was saying before, this is the name change bait. So you have one account, no troops, get someone to scout it. Once they've scouted it and they're looking at the report, you port that account out of the spot, port an account with the same name into the spot where they just scouted. They will see that, oh, there's only a little bit of troops. They'll port next to you, try to solo you. Obviously, it won't work. A lot of times they'll lose their leader. This is an account probably with an anti and all that. Yeah, there's quite a bit of damage there, because again, the guy had he said 950, so 950 is a legit lead. You can see that actually just from his gear and the tempering and the new astrolite, not astrolite. I mean, he does have astrolite, but the other thing, artifacts is the other artifact stars. I think that's what you call it nowadays, artifact levels and stars. So he's got pretty good at that. So did take a little bit of damage, but in the end he got 2 leaders from solos, and then he was able to cap the rescue rally as well. He's just gonna ask him right now. He's saying nice gear, mate. Basically, what's your percent, or what's your attack damage? So yeah, that's what he's asking here. But again, yeah, so it's an awesome bait to do. So if you have 2 accounts that are similar might, you can do this. Usually you want them similar might, but you could always just do different mites and have the same name. A lot of times they won't even check the might. They'll just be like, oh, this is the name that I just hit, and I have his scout, so I'm going to go in there and actually just solo him, and not realizing it's a totally different account. And you are now just trying to solo a rally trap, which will not work, and then you go and try to rescue the solo or the leaders that you just soloed with a rally, and it won't work as well, because guess what? The guy is a rally trap. He is not a solo trap or even a empty account, which you thought, because again, you'll probably see that. It's the same thing with the Griffin trapping you would do, where you get them to scout you and you only have a little bit of troops, and you Griffin back all your troops while they are checking their report. I've done that trap in the past as well. It works pretty well. They'll see like, oh, you only have like 500k troops. I'm going to go solo that, but you've already pulled back 3 million more troops, and they go to solo, and it doesn't really work out too well for them. So, but this is kind of the same concept, except you're literally just switching accounts in the same spot. Because a lot of times when people scout somebody, they will be looking at the reports for, I don't know, 10, 20 seconds just to see what the comp is and all that stuff. And then during that time they're looking at ports, they're not looking at your castles, so they don't see you port away, and they don't see someone port back into that spot, and they don't realize anything has changed. They'll see the same name, go over there, try to solo, because they're not going to scout twice. There's no point in scouting twice. You're having the report, so they're just going to port next to you and just send a solo, maybe speed it in, and then again they'll lose their leader, and they'll call their guildmate over and be like, hey, I just scouted this guy. He only has like 500k troops, can you come rescue my leader? I obviously failed. They'll come in and they'll solo him, and that won't work either, and they'll lose their leader. And then, like in this situation, they'll go in for a rally, and that won't work either, and then they'll realize, oh, it was a name change bait. But it's kind of too late at that point. So awesome from I Am Melky. Really awesome way to bait, and awesome from our first trap as well, doing the no anti-bait as well, because that works really well nowadays. You can use that with shield bots, by the way. All you got to do is drop your shield. They'll come over and basically port next to you and start scouting you, and realize that it doesn't really look like you're baiting because you don't have an anti on, and that works amazingly well against bot users nowadays. So it's very, very easy to get people to rally you, and it doesn't really matter what might you are, because if you're giving them your scout, it doesn't matter. They're just gonna go in there, unless you have like 100 million troops, and then there might be still some guilds that'll go for that, but you have to pick your battles for that one. So anyways, a shout out to our traps today. Awesome. Thank you for sending in your clips. And again, if you guys want to submit clips for my videos, just basically follow the steps, add me online. Also, if you haven't joined our Discord, it has a bunch of trapping content in there. If you have any questions about trapping, come into the Discord and we'll basically answer all those questions. So awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed the video today, and I'll see you guys in the next one.